When the general government encroaches upon the rights of the state, is it a safe principle to admit that a portion of the encroaching power shall have the right to determine finally whether an encroachment has been made or not? In fact, most of the encroachments made by the general government flow through the Supreme Court itself, the very tribunal which claims to be the final arbiter of all such disputes. What chance for justice have the states when the usurpers of their rights are made their judges, just as much as individuals when judged by their oppressors? Oh, hey, how you doing out there, YouTube? Doing some reading, some light reading here this evening. Thought some you guys might be interested in as well. That was a quote by Governor of Kentucky in 1825, Joseph Desha, talking about how the federal government was infringing on one of the states' rights. And it's a book I think you all should check out. It's called Nullification. You know how the principle goes. I know we're all talking about here about how the federal government's getting out of control and things, and we're all trying to do our individual part to be ready to just be independent as we can. But this is a good book that I think everybody should take a look into, how at your local level or at your state level you can resist a lot of the things that come down from the federal government that we're all, I know a lot of people out there, especially gun rights being a key issue. This would definitely apply to that as well. And they talk a lot about in here about the history of it. It's written by Thomas Woods, How to Resist Federal Tyranny in the 21st Century. And he goes into the history of it and how it's not just a modern phenomenon. You know, it started back way, back to the founding of the Republic, essentially. It goes into how the founders discussed the states having the check on the final power of the federal government, from the discussions going into the federal constitution with the anti-federalist and the federalist documents, talking about how the states have those rights, the 10th and 9th Amendment, and it goes on into the nullification articles of Kentucky and Virginia later on in the 1800s, and even to the Civil War, about how nullification was used to as a states' rights issue to nullify federal law and the fugitive slave laws. And a few more recent examples with Obamacare and some other things about how states can stand up to the federal government. So if you're not familiar about the legal ramifications or the authority and power of the state where you live, and you'd like for your representatives, or the ones that are supposed to represent you, to use their power effectively and protect their citizens from tyranny, definitely recommend this book. If you kind of got a shorter attention span, they've fortunately, in the 21st century, they've also come out with a movie. This was put out by the 10th Amendment Center. If you're not a member of that organization, or if you haven't seen them on Facebook or something, definitely check them out. They're also on the web, or the website. I'll put the links down below here so you can check them out. But it's called The Rightful Remedy, as it was described by Jefferson, and how nullification is the last protector of the rights of the citizens. They also get into other issues such as the constitutional sheriff, and how he or she, whoever your county sheriff might be, is only the highest elected official in the county to protect the rights of their citizens from federal intrusions or unconstitutional intrusions into their liberties, whether that can be search and seizures or unlawful stop or things like that. And it also goes into jury nullification, which is another concept of, as individual citizens sitting on a jury, where you can go in and nullify unjust laws that basically are victimless crimes, in particular, or regulations and federal statutes, or even your state statute for that matter, and local statutes maybe get in the way of individual liberty just for the sake of the power of the state. So definitely check out those two items if you want to learn anything more about the function of our republic and where it needs to be going and what it's going to take if we're going to get out of some of the situations we're in. The standing up of the states and nullification process is definitely something to look into. But just something for you to check out, a little book review, and I hope you all check it out.